Eagles at Giants. I could sum up this game and the build up to this game with one word: concerned. This should be a time where Giants and Eagles fans are trash talking each other, but this is a year where the Giants are playing some of the most piss poor football that they've ever played in the history of their franchise. They suck on offense, they suck on defense. Eli Manning is on pace to just completely obliterate the interception record. The Eagles aren't exactly setting the world on fire themselves, but we're at a point where the issue of concern for the Eagles, and for the Giants for that matter, should be on the forefront. The Giants starting off 0-5. This is a team that just won the Super Bowl a few short years ago. To see them fall this far from grace is alarming. You got to think Coughlin's butt is going to be on the line at this point. But not talking too much about that team. The more the concern on the Eagles right now is that we're at a point where we have this big offensive-minded super genius, as a lot of you Eagles fans out there keep telling me. Chip Kelly's this big offensive-minded genius. Now, if the Eagles go into this game and they get routed, like they put up 10 points and the Giants put up a 30-plus spot on us, I'm done hearing excuses about what a genius this guy is. Okay, yeah, I understand his players aren't playing for him. Yeah, I understand he has a lot of the shit left over from the Andy Reid era. Yeah, I understand he doesn't have all the players that he wants there. But man, if I can't at least see a hint of that offensive genius that you guys keep telling me he is, if I can't even see at least a hint of that, then why am I to believe that he can do any better with any other group of talent, with any other players, with any other scheme that he's supposedly concocting? Like I said in that video I made after the Broncos beat the Eagles 52-20, where are all these plays from the closed practice sessions? Like you can't let the press see this because these plays are so scary good. Where are they at? Where's any play action? Where's any like a double reverse? Anything above the standard pocket passing? And just I really don't even see the read option being utilized worth a shit at this point. So if we're going to play one of the most piss poor teams in the league, a team that is just week in and week out, if there's one team that showed absolute consistency, it's the Giants. Okay, well, maybe they put up a bit of points on the Cowboys in week 1, but fuck, man, they turned the ball over 6 times. They're averaging, I think it's like 3.7 turnovers a game at this point. If you play a team like that, your defense can't do anything against them, and if your offense comes up small, and especially if you lose this game, I don't know what excuses you guys are going to keep making for Chip Kelly. That's all I'm saying. And that's why the word of the week here for this game is concerned. It's just absolute concerned. Just for the Giants as well. This is basically the game for the title of the worst fucking team in the league at this point, as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, I know. We got to give Chip Kelly time. We got to give him time to pick his guys. Again, why should I have confidence that he could motivate another group of guys to play for him if he can't motivate this group of guys to play for him? I mean, you see the lack of effort. You see the lackadaisical walking around with their hands on their hips to the huddle, just trotting around like, oh, I'll just earn my paycheck today and take it into the locker room. You just see that attitude all over the place. What makes you think another group of guys is going to try harder for Chip Kelly if he doesn't motivate these guys too? So that's what I want to see come out of this game. I want to see motivated play. I want to see offense, and I want to see the defense, even though I'll admit this defense is absolutely trash on the Eagles. I want to see them do something against a team that has been shitting the bed to every single defensive scheme they faced this season. Holy shit. Billy Davis, this is your time to shine. If you want to just prove that you have an ounce of talent in scheming up plays, this is your chance. because this Giants offense has been turning the ball over, fumbles, interceptions, struggled moving the ball past midfield. My God, if this team marches all over you, Billy, you gotta go. I'm sorry. You just got to go because your defense has shown jack shit this year. But with that being said, I do predict the Eagles to win this game because they are slightly less trash than the Giants are this year. But if they lose, man, unacceptable. Unfucking-acceptable. Yeah. Anyway. I had nothing more to add, so I just get something done, Philly. So, last week went 10-5. There's that magic number again, 5. I seem to consistently get 5 wrong every week. It's the 3rd time this year that I've got 5 games wrong in my predictions. As usual, I'll go over the games I got wrong, but before I do, I just want to rant about something else, and that is the Seattle Seahawks fans. I'm done even trying to talk to you guys. I'm done overanalyzing your games. In fact, the last time I'm going to go in depth of talking about the subject of the Seahawks is right here. When I go over my predictions of your games, if I get a prediction wrong of your games, I'm not even going to go into detail because, frankly, you don't deserve an extra second of my time. Now, I know not all Seahawk fans are the dim-witted twits that basically are being known as around the league right now. They're right up there with San Francisco 49er bandwagoners. Ironically, or coincidentally, they play in the same division as the 49ers. The demanding of respect after 4 wins, the basic planning of the Super Bowl, shouting Super Bowl from every hill after 4 wins, basically thinking everything on your team is invincible, not being able to criticize a single flaw on your team, which I hate to tell you, but there's a number of flaws on your team. Acting like this team is so stone cold, lead pipe locked into winning every game, when you're not even going to analyze and even acknowledge the shit that has barely gone right for you, the breaks that you've got to get the record where you're at, and all you see is that 4-0 record, and you've got your fucking pom-poms out. I've never seen such a collective group of fans act like goddamn pom-pom cheerleaders. So, now, I see Seattle as a town like Philadelphia because neither town has won a Super Bowl. In Philadelphia, we go by the term of talk is cheap. Win the fucking big game. In Seattle, they go by, we won last night! Oh my God, we won again! Super Bowl! Pom-poms! See how they reacted? And I know it's not all their fucking fans. See how Pete Carroll acted after that Monday night win? He knew as well as anyone else that was a fluke win last year against Green Bay. And I look at how the fans acted from that. I look at some of the message boards. I watch a lot of channels here on YouTube. Some of my favorite channels to follow are people that do football reviews and just football predictions, much like how I do it here. Guys like, I'll give you an instance of 3 channels I watch that do cowboy predictions. Cowboy TD, Jay Watt, and the Dallas Cowboys Show. These 3 channels, I've been following them for years. And it's not so much that, I like the Cowboys or anything like that. It's that I like the way that the Dallas Cowboy fan thinks. They respect the game. They know the game. The intelligent, I consider them one of the more intelligent fan bases. And that's as far as I'm going to go for complimenting the Cowboys. But fuck Dallas. But anyway, when you see them, if they get a fluke win or they're winning, Dallas is winning and they're looking convincing, they still have time to say, I don't know, I hope this week's secondary holds up. I don't know about this game. This is a game we're favored in. It's at home, but I don't know. You see them dwell on things like that. That's something I consider to be keeping it real. Right now, the average Seattle fan thinks their team is invincible just because they're 4-0. I haven't heard a single peep out of a Seattle fan talk about how weak Russell Wilson's play has been this year. The guy is barely averaging 200 yards a game. I've not heard a single Seattle fan acknowledge 2 games that have very easily could have been 2 losses because of 2 of the luckiest plays for them. I'm talking about the Week 1 win where Russell Wilson hits that 50-yard bomb to Curse. That play doesn't get hit. They're losing to the Panthers. Week 4 against the Texans, not to jump ahead of myself here, but I'm going to go over this game a little. Oh, actually, no, I'm not, because it's a Seattle game. Week 4 against the Texans just this past weekend. The Texans have control of this game. Yes, Seattle makes adjustments, comes out in halftime. Matt Schaub throws up the biggest fuck a duck of an interception that gets pick 6. That is all on Matt Schaub. What do you hear from Seattle fans? Oh, that defensive scheme came through again. Oh my God. Shut the fuck up, because any fucking team in the NFL would have picked that fucking pass. You act like, Seattle fans act like it's like, oh, this was a great scheme we had concocted there. We knew to get pressure there, and we picked off Matt Schaub. That was one of the worst fucking thrown balls I've ever seen. Even the Philadelphia Eagles that suck on defensive coverage would have came up with a pick 6 out of that. And I see his fan base, like the Dallas Cowboys and their fans, being able to acknowledge something like that. So I'm just done, and I'm done hearing all the Super Bowl talk after 4-0. Fuck that team and fuck their fans, because someone is going to smack that fucking team in the mouth. And when it happens, everyone that understands football will know why it's there. And Seattle fans will be like, oh, what happened? Did they cheat? Oh, something weird must have happened because our team's invincible. Fuck you, Seattle, and fuck your fans. Now onto my picks. Well, actually, now onto review of the games I got wrong last week. Baltimore, Buffalo. Just when I thought E.J. Manuel was dead and buried, fucking hell, comes up and beats the Baltimore. Home win, really close win. Baltimore had a chance to come back and try and win that at the end there. Fuck. Second game I got wrong, and like I said last week, I'd be glad if I got this prediction wrong. Cleveland Browns upset the first place Cincinnati Bengals. Ha 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 ha. Oh, one other point, just one more thing about Seattle, them being 4-0. The Arizona Cardinals were 4-0 at this point last year, and then they went 1-11. Shh. Anyway, Cleveland winning at home against Cincinnati. Oh, you guys in Cleveland, this is why everyone in Philly does not miss Joe Banner in executive management here on the Eagles. When he got, quote-unquote, let go, a.k.a. fired by Jeff Lurie, to seek out other means of business in the NFL. When he went to Cleveland, we were like, I can't wait to see how bad he's going to fuck this team up. Traded away your premier running back in hopes that the team was going to tank the season. Now you got a third-string quarterback in Hoyer that's tearing shit up. Good on you, Cleveland. Good on you, because I can tell you right now, the Philadelphia fan base does not miss Joe Banner for a second, and it's a shame that you guys have him in an executive decision maker position for you, but fuck, that's why we don't miss him here. He's going to try and fuck your team over. It would be best if you just tried to get him right out of town, basically just for you guys losing your running back because of his genius. Chicago at Detroit. Detroit taking over first place in the North. Holy shit. Detroit is showing hints that they are the real deal. Surprised that Chicago didn't show up a bit better in this game, but, you know, hey, again, this is kind of an iffy game. I thought Chicago was going to edge out, but being in Detroit, you know, hey, they did a good job. They represented. Seattle beating Houston. Seattle fans went absolutely ape shit that I picked Houston to win this game. Just another reason why I can't fucking stand Seattle fans. How can you not pick Seattle to win? Oh my God, Seattle's gonna win this game! Shut the fuck up. It went to overtime, and again, without that Matt Schaub fuck-a-duck of a pick 6 that he gave up, you would have lost. fucking dorks. And the last game I got wrong was New England at Atlanta. What the fuck are the Falcons doing? Holy shit. My God, I thought it was going to be them in New Orleans for, you know, a big battle into the playoffs and then they'd face each other. But now it's looking like Atlanta might not even make the fucking playoffs. Shit, man. Whew. Atlanta is just shitting the fucking bed right now. They need to find their way. And I really wouldn't be too concerned with that 1-3 record in Atlanta because that team has just got too much fucking talent to not turn things around. You'd think, but we'll see. This week, week 5, the byes are Minnesota, Pittsburgh, Tampa Bay, and the Washington Redskins. Buffalo at Cleveland. Oh boy. Now, Cleveland, you're probably going to hate this because every time I've picked against the Browns have won. But this week, I think they're going to win at home. I'm sorry if I jinxed it. Fuck. Anyways, I'm rooting for Cleveland no matter what in this game. Because again, anything that makes Joe Banner look like a fucking idiot, I'm all for that. So, Hoyer, fucking throw your ass off against that Buffalo defense. New Orleans at Chicago. I have New Orleans winning this game, but I see this being a really close one. Chicago really wants to stay pace with Detroit right now. They really don't want to let them get too far ahead because Detroit is looking like they're going to be not losing too many more games the rest of the season here. So Chicago really doesn't want to fall behind a game or two on them. So look for New Orleans to win this game, but Chicago is going to bust their ass in this one. It's not going to be like on Monday night where New Orleans just pummeled Miami. Look for Seattle to represent a little bit bigger in that game. New England at Cincinnati. New England's got to lose eventually. I have a gut feeling they're going to win this game, the Patriots. But Cincinnati's been playing really good at home. Fuck. What the hell is going to happen here? Now, lost to Cleveland on the road, and fuck it, Cincinnati's winning at home. Fuck the Patriots. Detroit at Green Bay. Detroit. They don't have much success in Green Bay, and I know it goes against all conventional logic, and Aaron Rodgers and the Packers are coming off a bye week. Detroit is winning this game. I just have a feeling. I got a feeling. No more singing in these videos, Archie. Kansas City at Tennessee. Tennessee's been playing really fucking well at home this year. Kansas City, Mr. Alex Smith, he makes good decisions, never turns the ball over, turned the ball over twice last week. Tennessee's winning at home. Sorry, Andy Reid, you got your first loss as the chief of the Chiefs. It's pretty good, I just thought of that on the spot there. Anyway, Seattle at Indianapolis. Indianapolis is winning that one at Indy. Jacksonville at St. Louis. You know what? Fuck it. Jacksonville is not bad enough to go winless the entire season. If there's one game they're going to win, I know it's a game on the road and all, but fuck it. I'm picking Jacksonville. Fuck it, man. I know that's going to come back to bite me in the ass, but again, I like picking some upsets here too. So, fuck. It's not like I have money on these games. Not much, but anyway. Baltimore at Miami. Tannehill looked shook. Tannehill in that second half on New Orleans, they came out, they started picking balls off, it just became turnover city, and before you know it, it was like a 20-plus point deficit, or 18, whatever, fuck it. Baltimore's winning to Miami. Philadelphia at the New York Giants, told you, Philadelphia I think's winning. Carolina at Arizona, I think this is going to be a surprisingly good game. A lot of people might not have much interest in this game, but I see Carolina winning on the road here. Denver at Dallas. Oh, boy. Again, as I mentioned in my video a couple days ago that I made after the Broncos beat the Eagles. If the Eagles beat the Giants, that means they've beat 2 NFC East opponents, which will be more than anyone else in the NFC East. And if Dallas loses to the Broncos, that means they'll have the same number of losses as the Eagles do, same amount of wins as the Eagles do. But the Dallas Cowboys have only beat 1 NFC East opponent, which is the New York Giants, which means if Philly wins and Dallas loses, Philly is in first place. Wow, that is fucking sad, but that is how piss poor the fucking NFC East is this year. Holy shit. Denver's winning. Whether it's in Dallas, it could be on a Pop Warner field, wherever. It don't fucking matter. Dallas is fucking gonna get just massacred as much as Philly got massacred, but my God. I even said this to someone. I was talking with someone on YouTube who's a Dallas Cowboys fan. I said how, I never want to root for the Dallas Cowboys just because as an Eagles fan, it makes me want to vomit if I root for them in any way, shape, or form. But it's almost to the point where it's like you want to see an NFC East team beat someone impressive because it adds at least an ounce of credibility to the division. So it's like, it's not like I'll be overly pissed if Dallas somehow pulls us out. I'll be like, wow, at least the NFC East beats someone that's worth a lick. The only 2 wins in the NFC East this year that have been out of division have been against the Raiders and the Rams. What does that fucking tell you? Fucking hell, this division sucks. Houston at San Francisco. Houston has been doing so-so this year, other than that game against Baltimore that they look like complete fucking trash. San Francisco, I think, has found their way, and you can thank the St. Louis Rams for waking that team the fuck up. That was just what San Francisco needed. They put their foot on the throttle in the second half of that game, and they just fucking rolled over the Rams, and I think this team is woke the fuck up now. Look for San Fran to beat Houston. San Diego at Oakland. San Diego. San Diego and Phillip Rivers. Phillip Rivers is having one of the best seasons he's ever had. Like, this guy looked like he was dead and gone over the past few years, but granted, he's always done well, but he's really fallen off from his first few years of play. He looks like he's found his way again, and I mean, that fucking offensive line was with guys like King Dunlap on it in San Diego. You think it'd be complete fucking trash, but they're finding the guy protection time, and shit's just clicking there. So fuck, man. San Diego, I almost called them. Boy, that's an insult. San Diego's beating Oakland. New York Jets at Atlanta to end the week on Monday Night Football. Atlanta, I can tell you right now, you can just pack the fuck up and go home if you lose this game to the Jets at home. Fucking hell. If there's not an opportune moment to turn your season around and you don't see this week as the week, then Atlanta doesn't deserve to go anywhere. Atlanta doesn't deserve to make the playoffs. Atlanta can just kiss their playoff hopes goodbye if they lose to the Jets at home. But I'm picking Atlanta to win at home. They should win at home. Matt Ryan gets shit done. You somehow every year seem to find a way to get it done, at least in the regular season. You've only won one time in the playoffs where you slapped the fucking Seahawks in the face. By the way, Seahawk fans, are you still cheering about that time that you beat the Redskins last year when you beat RG3 on one leg? I got so sick of seeing Redskin fans, and I hate the fucking Redskins, get fucking picked on by fucking Seattle fans cheering their asses off after that wild card win last year. Oh, I beat RG3! Pom-poms! Pom-poms! Again, just another reason why I hate that fucking fan base. Fucking getting overzealous. What Seattle needs to do is they need to learn the word, and it's a very simple word. It's a very simple concept to understand. It's called humble. Again, that's why you don't see Philadelphia fans overreacting when someone like Vince Young calls this the dream team. That's why you don't see Philadelphia fans overreacting when you see them win the first 4 games. Hell, this time last year, Eagles were 3-1. You see any of their fans going fucking nuts about making the Super Bowl or anything like that? Again, Humble yourselves, Seattle. Humble yourself. But you know what? I don't give a fuck what you do because you're worthless to me. Anyway, Atlanta, figure out a way to get this done. Fucking hell. So, that concludes my Eagles-Giants prediction. A little review of the games I got wrong last week. A little bit of why I hate the fucking Seattle Seahawks and their fans and why they don't deserve a good team. And don't get me wrong, Seattle is a very good team. And they're one of the top contenders to get in the Super Bowl. I put them in the top 3 contenders to make the Super Bowl in the NFC right now. I think right now that Drew Brees and the Saints are leading that. But I just hate their fucking fans, and this is about the most you're ever going to hear me talk about Seattle Seahawks games and review them in any way, shape, or form. So I just want them to understand why I'm going to be giving their team no respect for the rest of the year, because they're so demanding of respect after 4 games that I'll just be a dick and give them no respect the entire year. Fuck you, Seattle. Anyway, that concludes our picks, my little rant on Seattle, and my predictions for next week. See more insanity ensue. And see me go apeshit on Twitter every Sunday. Link for my Twitter's in the video description. Someone posted, there's a girl that follows me on Twitter, and she put a screen cap out on Sunday. She says, "This is how I know it's Sunday." And she just posted a screen cap of her Twitter feed. It's just a bunch of my comments of the games that are going on. I take it she's not interested in football, but I thought it was rather humorous that she identifies Sunday with the way I go apeshit on Twitter. Anyways, everyone, have a fantastic day, a better tomorrow. And Seattle, alright, maybe I said things that were a little too harsh. Actually, no, I didn't. Fuck you. Have a great day, everyone.